Hello everyone, welcome to Metabit CEO Talk. Today's episode 2. We have great guest, a young entrepreneur. His name is Eason from KL. He will be definitely the billionaire in the future. I am very proud of having him as a guest. Thank you so much for coming, Eason. Really nice to see you.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Thank
nice
you
to
so
meet
much.
you too.
He's been engaged in the blockchain space and he's still young. Maybe we can know his profile later on. And then his business field is based on the Web3, including NFTs and then a lot of things. So maybe the blockchain business we are engaged in is going to be like a great collaboration with his business. First of all, I'd like to know what you are doing and then what's your career so far. Can you tell us?
Yes, thank you for inviting me as well. So my name is Eason. I run Elevated. So Elevated is basically a software development agency that will fully focus in Web3. So most of our projects are consumer focused. For example, like DeFi apps that you've used, NFT marketplaces.
Wonderful.
Those kind of things are what we build.
Wow, it's so nice. And then what I'm surprised to see his profile is because based on his career, he's specialized in engineering. So usually in Web3 space, we've seen like a lot of entrepreneur-wise guy, like, you know, I'm professional in Web3, but they have no knowledge of engineering. But what I've loved him is because his career is based on the engineering, he knows a lot of development, right? So I'd like to know your career in terms of the programming and developing. And then first of all, how old are you?
So I'm 26.
Wow, so young, man. He's gonna be the definitely billionaire. He's gonna be over that, maybe Trump or something.
I hope so.
You can do that. 26, right?
Yes.
Wow, wonderful. And then let me know the university or college or why you got, entrepreneur, and then what kind of your dream was when you're kids or something.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe I'll share a bit of a background about myself.
Thank you.
I actually started coding when I was probably, but not really that good in coding. Yeah. So like I was just sort of like exploring it, and I realized that it's something that I really enjoy.
Okay.
So when I actually wanted to take it on seriously as a full-time job, that was when I was around 17. So right before I was going into university.
Okay.
So I was basically like self-learning a lot about like web development.
Wow. Yeah. How did you learn that?
Mostly through Google. Google and YouTube.
Oh, only Google and YouTube was your teacher.
Yes,
Wow,
and Stack Overflow.
okay.
Yeah. So basically, that's how I started. And then I tried doing some freelance projects.
All right.
Yeah. So I was helping certain companies build websites.
Okay.
And then sooner or later, they started asking me to like build custom software.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's how I sort of transitioned into things outside of just web development.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you were 17, 18, right?
Around 17, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So since then, you just start to be freelancer from 17, 18.
Yes.
And then still it's now going on, right?
Yeah, so basically what happened after that is that when I was in university, in order for me to like basically find extra money was when just basically by doing more projects on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, and then actually I went to the US to study.
Okay.
And that was right when COVID happened.
I see.
So I was only there for one semester.
Oh,
and then I had to come back.
Which part of US you've been?
Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I was at Purdue University and I was supposed to study cybersecurity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen your resume.
Yeah. But basically like what happened was because of COVID, everyone had to go back.
I see.
And at that time, I was already exposed to crypto. And I love it for the technology.
I see.
Like,
you mean the blockchain?
Yes.
Blockchain philosophy, right?
Yes.
Decentralized network and then transparent and then public. Okay.
Yeah. So when I was in the US, it was very difficult for me to send money from Malaysia.
Yeah.
So because of crypto, it was actually like a no-brainer for me.
I see.
That's actually why I got really deep into crypto.
I see. So means like it was around in 2020, right?
Yes, 2020.
In 2020, you got interested in crypto space.
As a dev.
I see.
Yeah. Back in 2018, I was really like
trading crypto. You did some BTC, Ethereum trading.
Correct.
Wow.
But only in 2020 was when I tried doing it as a dev.
I see. Wow, wonderful. What I've learned from his story is basically his interest is based on his own career and own experience, right?
Yep.
That's really nice because when he was in the US, he couldn't send the money. It's so tough because I have same experience. I'm a CEO of publicly listed company in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Publicly listed company is not like a small business. It's like a nice company, right?
Yeah.
Even we try to wire funds to Malaysia, it's taking 1 month or 2 months.
Wow.
It's so stupid, right? I don't know what is happening now.
Yeah.
Still, it's under the process. And
Yeah.
they're saying like, I'm checking or I'm verifying or something like.
Yes.
We're a public listed company, right?
Yeah.
You can see all of the disclosure and they are still like,
Yeah.
checking or something like that. Yeah, but so I totally agree with his personal opinion. Basically, you're based in KL, right?
Yes.
I'd like to know the difference between KL and JB because I'm super happy for him to come to JB for this shooting. Yeah, because I live in JB and KL is a little bit far, maybe 350 kilometers. So I'd like to know the difference between KL and JB, engineering, hiring, or personal your perspective. Let me know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think in KL, there's definitely a lot more events that are happening.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the strategies that we use a lot in our company is that we go to a lot of events.
Okay.
So I'm very active with hackathons in KL.
Okay.
So that's basically how I meet a lot of like new developers.
I see.
And how I also like gain experience with like new technology and like, what's happening in the space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. So do you think is there any good developer in KL in terms of Web3?
Yes, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
I would say that there's really a lot of like good Web3 developers.
Okay.
Yeah, and like even good developers in general.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it's sort of like the same in JB, but maybe they would all move to KL for work.
That's it. So because for Metabit, right, we are based on the JB and always we try to find a good developer like him. But usually the nice developer is going to Singapore or going to KL or sometimes like Vietnam or Thailand, right?
Correct.
It's really hard for us to find a good developer here. And then I always envy KL people because it looks like they're easy to find a good developer, right?
Yeah, but it's easy but also hard at the same time.
I see.
Yeah, so although there's a lot of good developers there, most of them are actually working for US companies.
I see.
Yeah.
As like a remote worker or something.
Yeah.
How about the costing? Is it expensive?
Yes, I would say it's definitely more expensive than if you were to try to hire.
In Japan, okay.
Yeah, but the more difficult challenge is that now you're competing with US prices.
Wow.
Yeah.
US prices is crazy, right?
Correct.
I
So
think their offer is like super expensive, maybe.
right. So like for Web3 in KL, I would say that like maybe 85% of the developers I know are actually having remote jobs.
Oh, in the US.
Yeah, like at least out of Malaysia.
Wow.
Either Singapore, Europe or US.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So like there's only probably like 15% of like Web3 devs that are
Wow.
still kind of like working in like Malaysian companies.
Understood. Oh, by the way, how many staff you have under your company?
Currently we have about
And then 9 engineers or?
yeah, so basically we have about 8 engineers right now.
Okay.
And then like 1 is on design and then others on marketing.
I say, oh wow, but still you have 10. How do you survive in the market? A lot of engineers always switching to the US or Singapore or something, right?
Yes. I think a good thing that we've done is that we built a lot of like good culture. So in Web3, if you've worked for US companies or like maybe just like big companies in general, it can be very difficult because you're working almost 24/7. If you're building like consumer products. Because think about like, let's say you're Uniswap.
Okay.
And something goes wrong at 2 a.m.
You have to do that. You have to fix the swapping function or something, right? Yeah.
And most of the time when you're working with overseas companies,
Okay.
you would have calls really late at night just because of time zone.
Wow.
So over here in our company,
we
make sure that we try to protect our engineers as much as possible.
Okay.
Although we build for clients and they need tech support, but we make sure that everything is aligned and like we also have like a dedicated support team that can also help in case like our engineers need rest.
I see. That's good. Good to hear that you take an importance of the culture. I see. Oh, by the way, you've created NFTs, marketplace, and then DeFi, right?
Yes.
I'm very interested in what you created so far.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me know that. Yeah.
So like when we first started building Elevated, the idea was to build NFT memberships.
NFT membership, okay.
Yeah, because that was when NFT sort of like became very hyped.
Okay.
So we had like CryptoPunks, Bored Apes, these kind of things that were like, I think few $100,000 at that point in time. So that was also right when COVID was about to like basically like stopped. And
Yeah.
a lot of people were coming back into like events.
Money
Correct.
market, yeah.
So what we did was we tried to do NFT ticketing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ticketing. I see, ticketing membership.
Yeah. So we tried it out,
Uh-huh.
but we realized that Malaysia's market is not really ready for these kind of things. So we actually, when we were building this project and like we put it out there, one of the companies actually saw what we were doing and asked us to develop Malaysia's first NFT vending machines.
Ooh, NFTs vending machine.
It's actually in Malaysia's book of records.
Wow, interesting, man. So if let's say I have an NFTs, I bought some NFTs from your company, and then I can use this NFT to buy something by vending machine. Is it correct?
So actually, you can use fiat money
fiat money
to buy NFTs
by
from
vending
the
machine.
yeah, correct.
Nice, man.
So basically, you know, like
Gotcha, of course.
yeah. So you just press on the number. You pick a box. And then you may have a chance of like getting.
Wow,
the NFT
so
one.
fun, so interesting. How much was the NFT for each?
We did that during Malaysia Day. So I think that was during 59th Malaysia.
59 ringgit.
Yeah, correct.
59 ringgit. That's pretty nice. Easy for people to buy and experience NFTs.
Right.
Wow. And then the vending machine is still alive in
It
KL?
ran all the way till end of the year.
Okay.
So like I think it was about 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that like it stopped.
I see. Is it like a kind of campaign vending machine?
Yes.
I see. What did you promote by NFT?
So because we did it with Malaysia Day, we had one vending machine from artists from one state.
I see.
So we have 14 states and we have 14 vending machines. And inside each vending machine, there's 2 art pieces from the artist.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like a sort of a rare or like a common NFT.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a genius, man.
No, the idea came from them, but we just helped them execute.
So that's super nice. And then this is a vending machine, right? And how about the DeFi? Because DeFi is a so complicated system, right? Yeah, I'm very interested.
Yeah. So I would say for DeFi projects, it can get quite tricky.
Okay.
Because user security is very important.
Yeah, sure.
So we need to make sure that like basically all of our smart contracts are audited. We run through rigorous testing. And yeah, like basically we've done probably
4 DeFi projects.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Most of the projects we actually can't disclose publicly.
Of course.
Yeah. But they are legit projects.
Okay.
It's just that we're not allowed to share.
I see. But you did a great job for that projects, right?
Yes.
And then DeFi is like you know, for example, I have BTC or Ethereum, and then I can put that token to the DeFi system, and then I can get yield from some kind of yield, right?
Yes, correct. So we've done 2 types of DeFi projects.
Okay.
One is mostly in terms of swaps.
Okay, swaps.
And one is in lending and then having yield.
I see. Lending and having yield, and then swapping having a yield, right?
So
like we can be LP.
Correct.
LP, right?
Yes.
Liquidated pool. That's so interesting. And then, is there any good project you created so far?
We have one right now that we are very focused in. It's a project that we built ourselves.
Okay.
It's called Foresight.
Okay.
It's a
prediction market.
Yeah. Are you familiar with like prediction markets?
Is it like a poly market or something? Yeah,
Correct.
that's so interesting, and I'm so interested in that.
Yes. Yeah. So we started building it about the start of last year. And then we realized that basically, although poly market and Kalshi are very big, but they're very focused in the US. So the Asia market is basically open.
I see.
Yeah, and not a lot of people are actually targeting Asia yet.
I see.
But if you look at the statistics, Asia's size of the market is almost 4 times bigger than US.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then we definitely needed to predict what kind of China happen, right? We need to see, you know, what China future, and then how they are behaving or something like that. That's super important for us, right?
Yeah.
Even for Japanese, for Malaysian, Singaporean.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely predictive market is so interesting. Is that like it's a poly market, right?
Correct.
Poly market in Asian version.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So most of our target audience is in Asia, but we still offer questions like even like US based questions.
Wow, wonderful. Yes, I see. Wow, interesting. Oh, by the way, I would like to know the regulation side because you know, in Japan we have some kind of cryptocurrency regulations.
Yep.
And then I've experienced in all of the regulations because we are always monitored by the regulator, right? Public listed company, we have to follow FSA, blah, blah. And then fortunately, Japan has some kind of specific crypto regulations.
Yeah.
But I'm very interested in Malaysian regulation. I'm not familiar with that, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just like a development company.
Yep.
So of course we never breach any of the act
Yes.
in Malaysia. But yeah, I'm interested in what kind of regulation there, and then what's the point of you take importance, those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Malaysia's regulation, I wouldn't say it's very strict, but at the same time, it's not it's not very clear. Correct.
Yeah.
So although like Bank Negara, which is like our correct.
Bank Negara, yeah.
So they already have sort of like guidelines on crypto.
Okay.
For example, like how do you handle it in tax?
Okay.
All these kind of things.
Okay.
But in terms of digital asset, it's still a bit unclear.
I see.
And that relies on Security Commission.
I see.
Yeah, so that's the SC, correct. So I believe SC is working on a digital asset framework now.
Okay.
I'm not too sure about like how clear that is or like how set it is yet. But most of the time, as long as you're not touching securities, you should be fine.
I see. So the point we have to be careful is we shouldn't touch the securities side. So like give some dividends or those capital gain, no, right? But as long as the token itself has a utility or something, that's still okay.
Yes.
I see. Even let's say, for example, we Metabit create new token, which is like a utility token. Is that still safe? What do you think?
Most of the time, we recommend companies trying to set it up in a different country.
Like a BVI
Correct.
or Cayman or something. Yeah,
correct.
same solution as Japan. I see.
Yeah, that's the safest route to take.
I think so.
Yeah.
Even in Japan, as I mentioned, we have a specific regulation. This specific regulation is still too abstract. And then one unique recognition, one unique information I'd like to share with you is we just minted JPYC. This is stablecoin, right?
Yep.
One of the famous one. It's coming from Japan. But Japan regulator is saying like JPYC is not blockchain, it's not crypto. It's crazy, right?
Okay.
Yeah, this is the understanding of the regulations. They say like stablecoin is, JPYC is stablecoin. Stablecoin is not blockchain, but it's working on the ERC20.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, like Alice in Wonderland, right? Who understand that regulation? No one definitely.
Okay.
So there's some kind of, very weird understanding of the cryptocurrency. But I think this is almost same as Malaysia and US. Still, there's many abstract way for us to understand the act and regulations.
Yeah.
But I hope maybe this regulation is going to be more clear because digital asset and cryptocurrency covering our world, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So I hope the regulation is going to be much more easy for the ordinary people to understand.
Yeah. But most likely it will only come after other countries have already done it.
Yeah. But I think, to be honest, if let's say like our entrepreneur, we already have an idea of opening a new company overseas, and then this overseas is gonna token issuer or minter, right? But that's very bad for our own country.
Yes.
If let's say the country can provide some clear regulation, and then we can set up a company and then we can mint our token, then this is gonna be like a tax income, right? For the countryside.
Yep.
So Malaysia, Japan, of course the US, and they have to set up the really clear regulation as soon as possible. Yeah, to be honest. Otherwise, Cayman is going to be like one of the billionaire country.
I agree.
Don't you think so?
Yeah.
And then BVI, and then like a Portuguese, and then Malta Island, and wow, what the fuck, Yeah. We don't want to be like a taxpayer for that countries.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, nice. So I'd like to know the hardest challenge when you're facing this Web3 field, because the very complicated tax, complicated regulations, and then a lot of competitors, and then a huge giant, right?
Yeah.
Like Ethereum and BTC. And what was the hardest challenge for you? Especially you were working in Malaysia, right?
Yeah.
In KL.
I would say, obviously, there's a lot of challenges, right? The hardest one is probably adapting to the market.
Like Web 2 to Web 3?
No, like how fast the Web3 market moves.
I see.
Yes.
So today's newest is going to be tomorrow's oldest, right?
Correct. So I think that's like one of the hardest things.
I think so.
Yeah, because as a Web3 project, if let's say like you're trying to be an entrepreneur and build a project yourself, the risk is that if you can't execute fast enough and you can't execute well enough, someone else can build the same thing as quick as you can, and
Yeah.
even faster.
Yeah.
And the Web3 ethos is that you want to make it open source to build
Definitely.
trust. So it can be very difficult and tricky when you're like trying to build a project like that.
Okay, okay.
Even if you do it closed source,
Uh-huh.
you have to make a choice. Do you want to build following the hype,
Yeah.
which may only last few months?
Yeah, yeah.
Or do you want to build an infrastructure, but the adoption of Web3 itself for infrastructure is not that high yet.
Yes, yes,
compared to
yes.
like Web2 ventures.
I see. But how did you solve that problem? How did you catch up with the speed of Web3 market?
I'm very thankful because my team has a very strong hackathon background.
Wow.
Yeah. So like even for me, how I started developing in Web3 is through hackathons. So that's how I learned, and basically we went for hackathons after hackathons. So we basically have the skill set to build fast and test. And I think like that helped us quite a lot.
Wow.
In terms of like at least being able to push an MVP out, to figure out if this works and stuff like that.
I see.
Yeah.
So for example, your developer's level is 10. How is your junior or staff? What's the score?
Very hard to give a number, I think. But
Okay.
I would say that like probably if let's say you're very new into Web3,
Okay.
our developers probably know about maybe 5 times more. They can execute like 5 times faster
Wow.
than like a junior dev.
Okay.
But even if you compare to like let's say a mid-level or a senior,
Okay.
they can probably be maybe like as fast as like other seniors, or like maybe
Wow.
2 times faster. Yeah.
Wow.
But it really depends because it's about the context of what you're doing.
And then the specialties, right?
Yes.
So for next topic, we'd like to discuss what the blockchain can provide to our world, because we've seen many of the scammers, right? As we mentioned, I think 99% are scammers, and only 1% is like a genius developers. Yeah, I've seen many of the entrepreneurs in Web3 in global market, like in the US and England and Singapore and Japan, but mainly like they are using cryptocurrency as a speculation, right? And then I do hate that, because blockchain is going to be a huge infrastructure, and they're going to the centralized banking system and change any of the politics thing. Anything is going to be changed by blockchain. This is my belief. But I'd like to know the difference between the real use case versus speculation from your perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that like a lot of builders, like what you mentioned, it's very easy to create a project for speculation.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to make money out of thin air.
Yeah, just like a money printing, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
And like sometimes there's even projects that try to be legit, but because it's so difficult, the only way out is to launch a token. And then they become
They disappear,
a scam.
right? Yeah.
So I would say that like it's like we can't really blame them also for like this thing.
Of course.
Because crypto itself has not fully matured yet.
Yeah, fully.
And a good thing about how it's evolving now is that there's a lot more institution support.
Right.
So I think in the past 1, maybe 2 years, there's a lot of like companies out there who are now coming in as an institution.
Okay.
In order to like provide support for the ecosystem, in order to build more real world projects.
Okay.
So you'll see that a lot of projects in the past 2 years are very focused on stablecoins, payment, and even real world assets. Yeah. So I think basically these kind of projects, these are the things that have real world use case, but not everyone will be building it because you require certain connections in order to actually like make these things happen.
I see.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 10 months, no, maybe around 9 months ago, I have an opportunity to talk to Mr. Yat Sui, who is the Animoca brand founder. Yeah, and then Mr. Yat came to my office and I had a discussion in terms of the future of cryptocurrency. And Mr. Yat mentioned totally same thing as you mentioned. Yeah, there's important factors in crypto space, whether there is institutional funds or not. So we are publicly listed company and we support many types of meme tokens or Web3 projects a lot. And then he told me like, why your project is good? Because you are here. we are a publicly listed company. We can raise a lot of funds, like 50 million, 60 million USD sometimes.
Yep.
So it means like we never run away. We have to disclose anything as a publicly listed company, right? So we can give some credit to the Web3 project. That's why Mr. Yat told me we are your project. Yeah. So totally same thing you and he mentioned. Yeah. And I totally do agree with that. But sometimes like, even institutional funds or institution trying to support a Web3 project, like a gaming project, like Captain Tsubasa or many of the nice IPs game came from Japan market, but it's still dead. Although institutional funds supporting them, it's still dead. Yeah, it's very difficult, right?
Yeah, I have some thoughts on this. So personally, I think in terms of like what can work in blockchain or crypto, are things that have to do with payments or money. Yeah, so like the whole basis of blockchain is that you can send money across immediately, correct, and that the moment the funds are sent, you can't take it back. So there's a guarantee. And this logic applies very well, which is why the first few projects are all DeFi projects, and why the things that make sense now are like still related to like payments and stuff like that. NFTs didn't last long. Because I mean, although it's speculative, but there's nothing really, there's nothing beneath it that basically is like creating the value. Same goes with gaming. Like you can actually do gaming off-chain even better than on-chain. Right?
Of course.
So there's no reason why you need a blockchain for it. But in terms of payments, it makes sense because I want to make sure that at least the funds are sent to you and it's split fairly between everyone, transparently. And like that's why I think anything that has to do with like DeFi or like financial stuff, these are projects that will last for a long time.
I see.
But things like gaming, NFTs, even storage, like data, may not be something that grows very big now. But definitely in the future, when there's like when technology becomes better, then that's when these things start to like surface.
Right. Yeah, I agree with your opinion, and then the payment function is going to be one of the best and most important, factors in crypto space. But one challenge for us is, say for example, stablecoin. We understand BTC, we understand Ethereum and Solana, all of the major cryptocurrencies, right? But like a stablecoin is stablecoin. It's belonging to USD, for example. It's belonging to JPY, for example. This is like a fiat currency, right?
Correct.
What do you think of stablecoin? I mean, if let's say we focus on the payment function in blockchain space, I think stablecoin is going to be top. Unfortunately, I would say this is the best because this is a bullshit for me. Fiat currency is bullshit, but we have to say, hey, fiat currency and stablecoin is going to be like one of the good use case in crypto space, right? So what do you think? I mean, I'd like to know the future of BTC payment, Ethereum payment, or any of the alt payment and stablecoin. What do you think?
Okay, so I have a lot of thoughts about this as well.
Let me know.
When it comes to stable coins, like why stable coins exist and must exist is because you cannot have everything fully decentralized. You will definitely have a centralized system somewhere, which is the real world. Because technically a decentralized government would not work.
No control, right?
Correct.
It's gonna be chaotic.
And that's when you're born, who's giving you your birth certificate? It can't be a decentralized system that approves that this baby is born. Cannot. So it has to come from a centralized system. So in any world, there will always be a synergy between centralized and decentralized. And so why stablecoins are important is because although you have BTC, although you have ETH, they are all worth nothing if you don't have USD or any dollar value to base it off. And when you're spending in the real world, you're also spending in USD. So that's why stablecoins are important. But I think it's quite interesting to see quite a lot of stablecoin projects out there now, because rather than just making like taking dollar bills and then turning that into like USD, they're actually like trying to tokenize T-bills, treasury assets, this kind of stuff, in order to like generate yield as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like creative ways they're making stable coins. I'm not sure which one's gonna last long, but I think it'll be quite interesting to see how that plays out in the next few years.
I see. So on your idea, there's two ways. I mean, two worlds. One is still centralized, like a small government, and then decentralized ecosystem, right? And then as long as there's a small centralized politics, then stablecoin is there, right? Yeah, I understand. But one funny story is, maybe is that Tether, right? Tether is going to be one of the biggest USDT issuer, and they mint USDT and they raise a lot of BTC in Ethereum and they buy gold, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This is so.
Until now, I think Tether doesn't fully prove their treasury.
No. They say like I got auditor's report, but no one sees, right?
Correct.
That's I think one of the huge shock. Yeah, I'm very scared to see.
Yeah. If you build a stablecoin project, you can technically print infinite money, even faster.
Yes. Yeah. This is just for your information, we have green list regulation in Japan. Green list means like Japan government can accept some kind of the tokens, and then Japan government still don't accept USDT, but we accept USDC.
Okay.
USDC is from Circle, right?
Yes.
Circle means a Coinbase, right? So Coinbase US and Japan, okay. So USDC is okay, but USDT we cannot use it legally.
Okay.
But of course, many of the people using, right? Yeah. This is not illegal.
Yeah.
But Japan government not officially accept USDT. I think that's some reason maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
I have a question as well.
Sure.
If let's say you accept USDT because your or like other projects pay you in USDT, do you have to swap it to USDC before you can off ramp?
Yeah.
Or you can't even take USDT at all?
Okay. So as I mentioned, the Japan regulation is also too, and there is no penalty basically. This is just penalty for the company or business entities. So for the users, no penalties.
Okay.
So we can accept USDT and we can keep that USDT in our account. I mean financial statements. But we cannot say we have USDT and then this is a little bit like not legal wise.
Yeah. Okay.
But I wouldn't say illegal. It's a freedom to use which currency is better or something. So in general, the when company receive the USDT, usually they swap from USDT to USDC, and then they put that fund into their account.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a normal currency.
Okay.
But I'm not sure USDT is gonna be accepted by the Japan government or not, because Japanese regulation is changing significantly currently.
Yep.
So far there's one for the payment side, but this payment side regulation is gonna be united to the kind of financial regulation. So all of the payment token is going to be like a financial product.
Yep.
Recognized as this one. So we need to follow the financial regulation. So maybe Japan crypto market is going to be like a little bit tricky from this year. Because I have some, good boss. One boss is, ex-top of FSA.
Yep.
He's the advisor of my company. And then the other boss is, he's in charge of the blockchain in Japan. And then I've always talking to them, and I've a lot of information saying like they want to be like Japanese crypto market should be like much bigger than ever, but they have to follow the regulation, and they're losing away currently.
Yeah.
It's very challenging maybe. Yeah, very interesting anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's quite interesting. So I think we are passing a lot of time, so we should change to the last topics. Okay, today is January 9th. So from today, maybe 12 months or 18 months later, I'd like to know your strategy. Of course, importance of poly market.
Yeah.
I understand, but I'd like to know the strategy and what's your plan and what's the future vision within like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah. So I think in terms of like Malaysia, there's still not going to be a lot of businesses that will be adopting blockchain or cryptocurrency anytime soon. And even if they do, most of the time they would do like pilot programs.
Okay.
Then like it would be like just small initiatives that people are trying to test out. So most of our focus would still be in building like consumer apps for users.
Okay.
And like because most of our clientele is from the US or Europe. So yeah, that's basically going to be still the focus for us in the next like 12 to 18 months.
Okay.
Besides what we're doing with the prediction market.
I see. Understood. That's interesting. Yeah. I think we also creating a lot of consumer apps and then like dApps and then DEX and a lot of things. And we had some kind of good partnership with huge players.
Yep.
Like just yesterday, we had a strategic partnership with Doge, House of Doge, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And then we just disclosed that documentation, and the stock price is up now.
Nice.
So yeah, maybe we have some good channel and good partner. So maybe we can collaborate together.
Yeah, definitely.
I think some of the consumer application we have not created one. Maybe you have.
Yep.
And then you have no channel, then we can have. And then we can introduce you to, we can introduce that channel to you. And then we can do collaboration. And then for the Japan market and then for the US market, I have good connection, strong partnership. But for Southeast Asia, I have not. I need to,
Yes.
Beg you.
We can really like collaborate on that.
Yeah, I definitely, I think and you're still young and then you'll be the future billionaires, like you're beating lots of like, Vitalik Buterin and CZ, right?
So yeah, I hope so. One day.
Yeah, you can do that. You can. Because, when I was touching the cryptocurrency in 2016 or 2017, there was not Binance yet. And then I just started like a WoW exchange, which the amount was 150 million. And then one of the biggest Singaporean company. And then we create that exchange, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, CZ came to our company. And then he said like, oh, Binance, I want to start a Binance or something. And then my partner is saying like, what's a Binance? And who's a CZ? No. And Binance was, he's on the moon and we are on the earth,
Yeah.
So this is one experience. And then the other experience is I've seen many of the 20s or 30s, a lot of scammers. They have no knowledge and they have no experience and they have no developing, but they also got billionaire. So compared to that, from my personal perspective, you always grab the main concept of blockchain and you always take an importance of the payment function and then you just continue to work for great application, right? You will be. I can sense my
Thank you.
nose. Yeah, I can sense my nose. Yeah, you will be.
Thank you.
Just be focusing blockchain future and then just trust yourself, and then verify yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't trust it, but you can verify yourself. And then I'm confident that be like millionaire and billionaire, and it's gonna be like really nice entrepreneur. And then unfortunately we have not good ones in Southeast Asia, especially Malaysia, because I've been living in JB for more than 10 years, but like I'm going back and forth to Japan and a lot of countries. So I couldn't have a great connection and network. But finally I could see you. So I'm gonna borrow your power.
Yes.
In Southeast Asia.
No problem.
On the other hand, I can give you a lot of power. And then financial instruments and a lot of partnership and a lot of foundation, like we can introduce it to you.
Yep.
So really nice to see you.
Yes.
Really nice to see you,
Thank
Eason.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. So thank you for watching the Metabit CEO talk. This is episode 2. It's a legendary episode, definitely. And he's gonna be the great billionaire. Okay. For never forget his face. I'm the first guy to say, hey, he's gonna be billionaire. Okay. It's on the blockchain. Never manipulated and then never hacked. I say he's gonna be billionaire. Okay. The next billionaire. Thank you for watching, and then stay tuned for the episode 3. Bye bye.